Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Siri, what are you drinking today?
So I guess I still have some water.
Nice. I have water in my Love Shack Fancy Stanley.
Cute. I have my witch hat straw topper.
Good. We're
Not as
festive.
fancy as the Love Shack fancy one, but
It came and I love it.
good.
Yeah. So Siri, how was your day?
Exhausting. It was a Monday. I had work like I always do on a Monday,
Yeah.
unless it's school holiday. The children came in and were like, Miss, are you okay? And I'm like, my dudes, I'm just so tired.
You know, fair.
Yep.
Like if I had your job and had to deal with children, that would be me every single second of every single day.
Yeah. At one point, I was like, man, this class is really boring today. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I don't even know what to do about it.
Right?
Yep.
Um, well, we didn't really do anything over the weekend, to talk about.
Yeah. Panini got groomed.
Yes, Winston went to the vet on Saturday. Oh my gosh. So both of my pets had vet appointments scheduled Saturday morning. I had in my planner and in my phone calendar that they both were supposed to go in at 10:30. And I'm only like 10 minutes from my vet's office, so I was going to leave at 10:15 so I could be there early. And then at 10:10, the vet called me and they were like, "Hey, Lila was supposed to be here at 10." And I was like, "I'm so sorry. I had it in my phone that they were both supposed to be there at 10:30." And they were like, "It's totally fine. We can reschedule her. We just can't see her today. So now we can only see Winston." And I was like, "Okay, what's the next available appointment?" And it was Monday at 4:10, which is today. So anyway, only Winston got to go to the vet Saturday, where he was diagnosed as being a perfect angel baby, and he's fine. A little chunky, but he's fine. Um, he's still in the healthy weight range. It's just this is the most he's ever weighed. So Anne Marie and I have talked about some potential solutions because he helps himself to her cat's food. So I think we're gonna invest in some things to keep that from happening. Anyway, so that was Saturday. And then today, Monday, Lila and I went back to the vet at 4, and she's also healthy. They said her teeth looked great, which was nice to hear because last year she had to have an anesthetic dental cleaning. And last year they told me that that might need to be an annual thing for her. And this year they were like, no, her teeth look great. Like she'll probably have to have another one eventually, but not right now. And I was like, good. Um, so that was exciting. And then when it came time to pay for her visit, so the whole reason they weren't due for their annual exams and their vaccines until October, like a month from now. The whole reason I did it in September is because Lila's Care Club expired at the end of September. And she had an exam left and she had a round of vaccines left. Then today, when it's time to check out, the bill is like $300. And I was like, oh, I thought all of this was left on her care club. And they were like, oh, okay, let me double check. And then they were like, no, her care club expired yesterday. And I was like, of course it did.
I would have been like, I'm not fucking paying because you guys are bitches and didn't see her on Saturday. Sorry.
I paid. I was mad about it, but I paid. But anyway, so I'm just really annoyed because I had it in my phone that they were both at 10:30.
Hey, don't they send you like confirmation things too?
They did, and Lila's did say 10, but Winston said 10:30, and I don't think I registered. It's like it's my fault. I'm
But
just so
it's
annoyed. If
stupid.
I had known that it was expiring on Sunday, then I would have said, okay, then let's have Lila come in and I'll make Winston an appointment.
Yeah.
It really, it's annoying. Like it's fine, but it's annoying.
You know, you're still going to save so much money because you don't have to pay over $100 a month now for a care club. So,
Yeah, they asked me, they were like, well, unless you want to like re-enroll her in Care Club. And I was like, no.
no, because Mocha's went from being like $60 a month to being actually, no, Mocha's was like $55 a month. And then it all of a sudden, out of nowhere, went up to $100 a month. And I didn't even know it was renewing. I didn't know it was on auto renew. So I'm pretty annoyed about it. I feel like Care Club is actually kind of predatory, but it works out well for like what you did last year with Lila.
Yeah, the
For like,
only reason I did it is because the quote for her dental cleaning was like $5,000. And then with the Care Club plan, it wound up only being 1,200 or something, or maybe closer to 1,100. No, I don't know, maybe closer to 2,000, but it saved me a significant amount of money. But this year, so her Care Club last year was 127 a month, and this year it was going to go up to 150, I think. And I was like, absolutely not.
why?
I have no idea.
Why would hers be 150 a month when Mocha's is 100 a month and Panini's was like 62?
I have no
Panini
idea.
had the expensive one of my two dogs last year because she was still a puppy.
Yeah.
I'm so confused with the pricing.
Yeah.
Well,
I have no
and
idea.
Mocha has fucking Care Club still, right? And I pay $100 a month for it that I'm really pissed about actually. But I'm trying to get her on the dental one just so I can at least knock that out and make it feel more worth my while.
Yeah.
Um, but Mocha's, it doesn't include a heartworm test.
No, Lila's doesn't or didn't either. I don't think that's included on either of on any of them.
No, it's like they give you a discounted thing. And I was like, what? I
Yeah.
really thought I had a heartworm test that was included one time, but
Maybe on the puppy one.
I don't know.
I don't know. But Lila had a heartworm test today. Yep. I asked them because last year at her annual appointment, she like snapped at the vet, and so she like has a note in her file that she may need to be muzzled. Today she was great. We had a nice long chat about it this morning about how she needed to be a good girl at the vet because she's so cute, and when she snarls and snaps at people, it makes her not so cute. Um, so anyway, she was very good, and I like made sure to like hold her head and keep her entire line of sight, my face. And I like talked to her the whole time the vet was examining her. And like even when she like looked in her mouth and her eyes, she was completely fine. She was so good. So I was so proud of her. And then when it was time for her vaccines, normally they take the pets back and have you go wait in the waiting room. But I asked, I was like, hey, she seems to do a lot better when I'm distracting her. Is there any way they can do her vaccines here while I'm in the room? And the vet was like, oh, that doesn't like bother you. Most of the time, parents prefer to not be there for that stuff. And I was like, I'm type 1 diabetic, needles, like it's fine. And she was like, oh, got it. And she was like, yeah, we can do that. So the vet techs came in and they sent two in, one to like help hold her and then one to actually do it. Um, and they were like, wow, usually no people don't want to be in the room for this. This is so cool that you do. And I was like, I'm just trying to make it less stressful for my
The
dog.
dog. I'm
Uh,
also just like every other vet I've been to, I've just been in the room during it. Like that's the only vet I've been to where they take the dogs away to do it.
well, apparently if you ask, they'll do it with you in the room. Um,
So funny. I'm like,
yeah,
well, with all Panini's puppy stuff, I guess. I don't know. There
yeah.
might have been a couple times where they took her out of the room, but like otherwise,
No,
no.
they just came in and did it while I was in the room. And she got two shots, one in each front leg, and she was fine. And then they took her blood, which I had never seen them take blood from a dog. They do it from their jugular.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Wild.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Panini, that's why your neck was messed up that other time. Do you remember when she
Probably.
was like bruised
Yeah, that's
into
probably
her
why.
chest? She's just like,
That's where they took her blood. Um, anyway, but she was so good. And they were like, wow, yeah, she did so well. We definitely should keep doing that for her. And I was like, mm-hmm.
yeah.
And then we go out front and we're checking out. Um, and this lady comes out. Um, I guess they had her dog going back for vaccines, so she came out to wait. And she was like, "Oh, what a cute puppy. Can I say hi?" And I was like, "Well, she's kind of stressed right now and kind of scared." She was like, "Oh, okay, better not." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks." Um, and so then she goes and sits down, and then as I'm like swiping my card, she comes back up and she's just so cute. I have to try. And I was like, "Well, it might not be the best idea." And she like put her hand up and Lila sniffed it and was fine. And then she went to pet her and Lila snarled at her. And everyone in the office, it was just the two receptionists, the lady and me, and everyone in the office just kind of froze. And I was like, okay, bye.
Like she's not really good with new people.
No, and I had said probably not a good idea. I don't know. And this lady was like, oh, okay. And like went to sit down and then got back up. And I was like,
While
what?
you're distracted, by the
Yes,
way.
while I am paying. And like I
No,
was holding her, but like,
still.
yeah. But anyway, we almost made it through a whole vet visit without any teeth being shown, except when they look at them. But anyway, I'm still counting it as a win because
Oh
that's
yeah,
not anyone's fault except that lady.
absolutely. Good job, Lila.
Yeah. So then we went to Dunkin' Donuts to get her a pup cup because I'm still not doing Starbucks. Um, Dunkin' Donuts is really out of the way. Like the only Dunkin' that is close to me is a good 10 minutes from my house. I pass like four Starbucks on the way there.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, there is
anyway,
only that one.
yeah. So we get there, there's not a line. We pull right up, and I don't really go to Dunkin'. I don't really like their coffee, but we pull up and I see they have a pumpkin spice latte. So I order a hot pumpkin spice latte and a pup cup. And he was like, okay, cool, thank you. And then I see on the screen the pup cups are $1 there. And I was like, okay. So we pull up and he gives me the pup cup and I'm giving it to Lila, and then he hands me my drink and it's iced. And I was like, thanks, bye.
I don't know why you weren't just like, I ordered this hot.
Because I just wanted to go home.
You're like, I was done with the day.
Yeah. And also I ordered it with oat milk and they still put whipped cream on it, which I thought was weird. Like it was a preference thing and like that's fine, but I don't really like whipped cream. So anyway, it wasn't bad. Like I don't like cold pumpkin generally, which is why I never, even if it's you've seen me do this. And if it's 105 degrees outside and I want a PSL, that thing is gonna be hot.
I really think that's probably why they made it ice because it was basically 105 degrees outside.
Well, in Burbank, it was only 90. And I think at this point, because it was like 5 p.m., it was cooling off.
Mm.
Um, but anyway, I should have probably been like, I ordered it hot, but I just wanted to go home.
You know, sometimes it's like you pick your battles and that's just not the one.
Exactly. I was like, I'm just not.
Your poor day. I mean, really, my day was just boring. I was just so tired. And then I had to come home and do my class.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is. Oh, I planted more of my spider plant babies
Yes, you
yesterday.
did.
So
How
that's
are
very
they
exciting.
doing?
I think they're okay. It'll take me a while to see and like make sure they're taking off, but I did a bunch more of the little babies in each pot, and I think that's going to make a big difference.
Ooh.
So we'll see. I still need to decorate the pot for whatever one will be yours.
Yeah.
I
I'm
told
excited.
our friend group, I was like, hey, if anyone wants a spider plant, and I was like, I can make them festive and draw a spooky face on them.
And I was the only one that said I demand a festive pot.
Yeah, I feel like nobody else wants a spider plant from that friend group, but
Well, everyone pretty much took one from your birthday
on your
parties,
birthday.
so they all have
It,
one.
all of
Mine,
those babies came from the same plant that I
yeah,
propagated for my birthday. Like
that plant is like super fertile.
I cut all of the stems so it won't re-sprout on those same stems. It'll have to grow new ones.
Yeah, mine from your birthday, because first of all, the day after your birthday party is when I woke up dying of pneumonia.
Yeah.
And so that night I came home, I dumped everything on the dining room table, and then I went to bed because I was tired. Then the next morning I woke up and started my 2 weeks of being a couch potato and dying from pneumonia. So I did not even think about my spider plant baby until you pointed it out like 2 weeks later, where it was on my dining room table still, but it had been knocked over and the plant had been pulled out of the soil. So one of the cats, I'm gonna blame the kitten, um, tried to unalive the spider plant. I replanted it. Let's be clear. I replanted it and tried to save it, but it hasn't officially died yet. But like the
It'll come
ends of
back.
it, I don't think it will. The ends of it are like starting to
They're
turn
pretty
black.
resilient.
We'll see.
You can clip the leaves in it. Remember Phoebe? I had to
That's
clip all of
true.
her leaves that one time and she's come back strong when she froze that one time.
That's true. I should probably give it a haircut. But anyway, we'll see if it survives.
Whatever, I have more, so it's clearly not a big problem
Yeah. We don't even know how long it was just
on the
laying
tape.
on the table out of the pot. Because, like, obviously I wasn't paying attention to it while I had pneumonia.
And I really think that was the day I came over,
That was pretty recently.
and I feel like I just came over to eat Panda Express or something random.
Yeah.
That's like
It
been
was
my
the
new
day
thing.
it was the day you went to Target to stock me on kombucha, and then
Mm,
you got yourself Panda and you ate at my house. So I
yeah,
was I was still sick, but I had been sick. That was after we went to urgent care.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's become my new thing. If I'm ever in the area, it's like I get myself Panda and I just go to Allison's house and eat at the table.
Regardless of if I'm home or not.
Yeah, and if she's not home, I take Lila out.
Yep.
Sometimes her roommate is there, sometimes not.
Yeah. They
I
don't
say
care.
hi to the cats.
Yeah. Speaking of my lungs, I think I need to go back to the doctor
Oh
because this
no.
morning, okay, I've been getting steadily better, but this morning, this is so gross. I'm sorry. This morning, I coughed up something and I like spat it in my sink and it was so gross.
Ew.
Yeah. And like, I don't know if that is a sign of continuing to heal or if that's like a maybe I need another x-ray. I don't know, but there was something in my lungs slash maybe there's more. I don't know. But I coughed something up and it was pretty gnarly.
Ew.
Yep.
That reminded me of a completely different story that I'm not going to share on this podcast.
Okay.
Um, Not a personal story.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Uh, I can't believe it's only Monday. I'm like, and we didn't do a ton this weekend, right? So like you had Winston went to the vet Saturday. We hung out very briefly on Saturday.
Yeah, because you were in Studio City with Panini getting groomed. So, oh yeah, and Saturday, Winston went to the vet and then I had my
Oh,
flu shot and my COVID booster. And then after that, I went and met you in Studio City and we went to Urban. And that was pretty much it.
yeah, I had been so I bring Panini to Healthy Spot because that's a place where they do hand stripping and she's a wire hair dachshund, so she needs to be hand stripped to be like properly groomed for the breed. I mean, you can clip a wire hair dachshund, it's not a big deal, but it's just better for the fur to hand strip.
Mhm.
So they do it, and the groomer that I've been taking her to, I think, does a really nice job. But anyway, so I was walking around with Mocha already, and I texted Allison because there was just so much stuff at Urban. that I was like, you need this, or you at least need to look at it.
Yeah.
I
So
also finally went to the coffee shop, Coffee and Plants.
it looked so cute.
It really is. It's so cute. And the coffee's really good. Like, I think they make their syrups. And yeah,
Ooh.
it was delightful and adorable. The employees were kind. And the girl even said, like, they had just had a crazy rush that I missed. And they were still like in good spirits. So I'm like, that's a good sign.
Nice. Yeah.
I also saw Derek Huff.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I clocked him right away. He walked in and I was just like, that's Derek Huff. And then he started like doing some dancer stretches. And I was like,
Yep.
yeah, yep, 100%.
Yeah. On my solo day at Disney a few months ago, I saw him and his sister and some of their nieces and nephews with a
Love that.
plaid. Yep.
Good. I love them. Yes. Yeah, Mocha and I test drove a car on Saturday. Actually, that's the funniest part. I literally just went to this dealership. I was just trying to get some ideas. I wasn't like anticipating test driving a vehicle, but like car dealerships are just like
Yeah.
you show a smidge of interest and they're gonna like, yep, do it all.
Yep.
Like I literally had Mocha with me in my arms and he was like, "Oh, let's go look at this one." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I was looking at
Like,
a
can my
hybrid,
dog? Huh?
yeah, Honda a hybrid CRV. And so they had a couple 2025s. And so they had like the lower end ones that are still like almost $40,000.
Yep.
Um, they don't have all the bells and whistles. So I test drove one and I literally just like threw Mocha in the back seat. I was like, this feels weird, but you're not saying anything. And you are the one that has encouraged that I test drive this vehicle
Yep.
while I am here with my old grumpy wiener dog who barked at the guy when he got in the car.
Well, it was Mocha's car right then, so
Yeah, right then and there, she was like, "This is my car, sir." And he was like, "Oh, do you want her to sit in the front seat and I can sit in the back?" And I was like, "No." I'm like, first of all, she won't sit in the front seat.
no.
Second of all, she's a dog. Like she's gonna sit in the back seat. But she did. She literally just like jumped up and like laid curled up in a little donut on the back seat. And she wasn't even gonna jump out of the car on her own. I had to carry her out of the car. But it drove
Amazing.
really nice. It was so quiet. Um, it's like a it's an SUV. So I don't know, but the hybrid feature I think is just really nice.
Yeah, that is exactly what my parents were looking at.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean, they have some
excited.
older models, so I'll see if they have some pre-owned ones when I'm actually like gung-ho
Interested.
about
Yeah.
buying something. Just that day was not. And they were like, "Was there anything we can do?" And I was like,
Literally
I'm
give
not.
it to me for a quarter.
Yeah, I'm just not there right now. I'm not like, I got a lot going on right now. I just had the time today to come up here and look. But they ran my credit and everything, so I know I could get one without a cosigner.
Oh, that's encouraging.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're having a great time.
Dude, they were like having a party and fighting with each other during the whole first hour of my theater class.
Great.
And now they're just laying down the dogs.
Yes. Yeah, I guess we should clarify that since this isn't an audio medium, unless you're on YouTube.
Yeah. Which YouTube does have some gem moments.
Yes.
Like I can see your costume in the background.
Oh, yeah. My costume for our next Halloween party came today, and I tried it on because I was like, okay, so I'm in an interesting part of my weight loss journey where I updated my measurements with my agency a couple weeks ago, and I saved them in a note on my phone because that way when I like order clothes, I can
Yeah, you can
just
check.
easily. And I put the date that those measurements were taken, so I know like
Yeah.
anyway. So I'm in an interesting part in my weight loss journey where every time I go to purchase an item of clothing, I feel like it's not gonna fit because I haven't been these
That size.
sizes since college.
Yeah.
Um, and so I ordered my Halloween costume and I ordered the size that it said to order. And I ordered it early because I was like, there's no way that's gonna fit. She fits.
Nice.
We're gonna have to shorten the straps of the dress, but it's because I'm short.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yep. Anyway,
Yeah, that's like the wild thing I think with weight changes is just the clothing side, like clothing in general, because it's like I feel so sad for so many clothes in your closet.
yeah. I've had to kind of because I went through my closet again today. I don't know if you can see these two bags that are in front of the American Girls. Those are for Amanda. I have more clothes for her. Um, but I have kind of just had to tell myself because I do have a lot of really cute clothes that I like, but we're at a point where a lot of my stuff doesn't fit me, and I know I am not a skilled seamstress. So
Yeah,
like,
you're not gonna fix them.
no, I'm not going to take them apart and put them back together. Um, like, could I? Honestly, I don't even know if I could. But anyway, so I've just had to kind of come to terms with just being emotionless when I'm going through my closet.
You just say thank you for your service.
That's literally what I do.
Hmm.
Yeah, that I've been saying that out loud to items of clothing. I have not gotten rid of those cute denim shorts with the daisies embroidered on them because I still am kind of like, because they don't sell those anymore because I got those last summer. And I saw them today and I was like, I should put them in there, but I know Amanda's not going to wear them because she's not really a shorts girly. Um, and I haven't gotten rid of them yet. And I today saw them and I was like, do I send those to Siri's mom?
There are seamstresses in the area because Lynn has taken, like, I went with her one time to take shorts to a seamstress so she could fix them.
Hmm,
So, I mean, even Milton Edie's might do it.
that's good to know.
It's just a matter of like, it's going to cost you like $35 at least.
Yeah.
So
Which is why I'm not
is it
doing
worth
that
it?
with most of my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on one hand, if it's something you really like and you can't get it anymore, it could be worth it. But for some things, it's like you might as well cut your losses and buy something new.
Exactly. Because also a lot of the things I'm getting rid of I've had for a while.
Yeah.
But those shorts, man,
Just
this
keep
was,
going with
yeah,
it.
I love them. Right, Mocha?
Yeah, she's snarled because Panini rolled over at her.
Well, how dare Panini?
I know. They're dramatic.
I get it.
They're both like belly up, like in a funny little S shape, just like yin and yang, like that.
Good.
It's hard to tell, but they're so funny.
Good.
Yeah. What else? I was supposed to go to Halloween Horror Nights on Saturday, and that did not happen.
Yeah.
Um, I don't pay for my pass, and the people who do did not make the most recent payment, which means my pass is void
Yep.
until they make a payment. This happens all the time. This is
Yeah.
why I don't usually commit heavily to going to Universal because
You're
it's
not.
not really my pass. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a work perk pass.
Yeah. And it's just nuts that the number of times I'm like, oh, I should go to Universal, but let me check this first. And I check it and it's like not good to go.
Yeah.
I was talking to you earlier.
Hmm.
Um, because like before I was like, oh, well, maybe I would just get myself the same pass when this one expires because it wouldn't be that expensive compared to Disney. But then I was like, but would I even go often enough?
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I'll still think about it because it's not a bad deal. And like maybe I would go more if I know that the payments will be made on time and I can actually
Yeah.
go anytime. Like right now it feels a little, it's like stressful because like I couldn't go all weekend. So,
Yeah.
and that's happened to me two other times.
Yes. Yes, it has at very inconvenient times.
Yeah. Yeah. Like one time I was going to come and watch your last tour, and that was like the one where I got all the way up there and they scan my pass and we're like, your pass isn't any good. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not any good?
Yeah, like you were literally at the parking garage.
Yeah, like dressed in my Harry Potter stuff. It was horrible. And then the other time, I think I at least hadn't left the house yet. I was just like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going.
Yep.
So that's like 3 times at least that it would have been worth it for me to have it.
I still am sad that they closed the Francesca's at City Walk.
Yeah,
Because
we need to go to the Hello Kitty Cafe.
we do need to go to the Hello Kitty Cafe, but I need to go to Francesca's because I have $80 in rewards that expires October 8th, I think.
Okay.
And now the closest one is in Sherman Oaks,
Oh,
which
well,
is not that far, but
we can go to Francesca's. We can go this weekend.
yes, we can.
Like, what are we doing this weekend? I should start packing my apartment.
Yeah, I can help you pack. I don't have anything to do.
Yeah. Come, we'll pack stuff and then go to
Go to
Francesca's.
Francesca's.
I know. I
Um,
think I want to try to make my car be like okay at least until December before I get something new.
yeah, I think that's a good idea because that'll give you a couple months in the new apartment to
Yeah.
save a little bit of money, hopefully.
I just like can't do any longer drives because my tires are not great.
Yeah,
So long as I'm just doing like, to work or to Burbank,
yeah,
stuff like that, it should be okay. You know.
yeah. Well, I normally drive to Disney anyway.
Yeah, so that'll be fine. I just like I can't drive to Palm Springs.
No, which I don't think we would want to take your car anyway because of
No, I
gas
think my car
mileage.
probably gets the worst gas mileage of everyone's vehicles.
Yeah.
Unless you're asking Kim.
Which is a whole other tangent.
Whole other tangent. I think she was more like concerned about car insurance
Yeah,
because she has mileage based insurance.
which still is so interesting to me.
Whatever.
Anyway, yeah. If we go, I feel like because last time we took Reza's car and there were only four of us, and that was fine. Um, I feel like if we go, if it's a day trip, it honestly might be worth it to rent something.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
just
if,
rent something bigger for all of us to share.
yeah, because there's like 6 or 7 of us invited. So if we split it 6 or 7 ways, it would be pretty inexpensive.
Yeah.
And then if it's an overnight, then you, me, and Jasenia can just take my car because we have Disney the next day.
Yeah, we busy. Yeah, we have Disney the next day and
The
American Girl.
American Girl. Yep.
Jasenia actually didn't get back to us, but girl,
She,
you're included in our reservations, so
yes, she'll be there.
you'll be there.
Yep.
We're free, and hopefully you'll still get a goodie bag and free food. So
Free food and free wine.
yes, this is true.
I love that shopping event. It's
It's
really
fun.
a good time. Like there is, I feel so elitist walking around that store with my cup of champagne. And they put it in like nice glasses too.
I know, they make it really cute.
Yeah. And then like it's just a good time because I walk around that store with my champagne feeling like a boss bitch at the American Girl store.
And you
And
can get whatever you want because you're an adult.
exactly. And like they don't cut you off. It's not like 2 drinks per person because I did test that last year. Um, and then the snacks are great.
Oh my gosh, the snacks are so good. I went ham on some of those like little sandwiches.
The dill sandwiches, those are my absolute favorite. Yeah.
Truly. The workers are all super cool. I feel like we're on
Yep.
a first name basis with some of them at this point.
Well, one of the event organizers' name is Allison.
Yes.
And yeah. Hmm. Yep. Oh, and then there's the other Allison, the one that checked us in for the event last year and was like,
Yeah.
they have a couple Allisons.
And then of course we know Oliver.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Anne Marie did mention because this is her last week at her current job and she starts her new job on Tuesday, I believe. So she did mention maybe Saddle Ranch Saturday night to celebrate.
Ooh,
And I was like, I have a feeling people would be down for that.
love Saddle Ranch. Love. Yes.
And I was like, I will wear pants this time so I can ride the bull.
I will not ride the bull, but I will be there.
I want to ride the bull. Last
I'm
time I wore a skirt and I was so sad because I didn't think.
I might try to convince you to share the nachos with me, even though I think the cheese is not your favorite, but I like it and I'll take dairy pills for it.
Okay, I like nachos.
Yeah, I love Saddle Ranch nachos. They have like the um queso-y cheese.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
I'll try them. I want another cotton candy drink. That was yummy.
Maybe you can find someone to share it with you this time.
Or
You're
not.
like, no.
Or not.
You're like, I just won't drive. Or you can
Listen,
try
if we're
there
going
and I'll
for a
drive home.
Marie, I'll make her drive.
There we go. We'll just all squeeze in one vehicle and then it'll
Yeah.
just be like the unwritten rule that like I can drive home.
You know, that probably would be preferable. Just meet here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll all go together.
Yep.
Because we know I'm not gonna drink.
Yeah. Where were we that one? Oh, Top Golf, where it was the plan for you to drive home.
But then like no one really got drinks at karaoke. But
Yeah.
we were.
We
We
were
were
prepared.
we
We are
really were.
responsible adults.
We had a plan.
We did.
We didn't just have what's the
The
phrase?
concepts
A
of a plan.
concept of a plan. No, we had a
A
plan.
plan. One part of that plan was Nick having to ride in the trunk because we were going to run out of seats, but
You know, it all worked out in the end.
it did. It did.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're killing it. We're doing such a good
We're
job.
doing really well. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have an apartment to pack up. Um, yeah.
And that's going to be the worst part, I think. Well, actually, I do pretty well with packing things
Yeah,
up,
you do.
but like the worst part is just I think the move-in will be the hardest part. Like I'll have people to help with like the furniture, and I'm hoping that someone is going to be like really amped about putting the bed together there. Um, like
Yeah.
that someone wants to be tasked with that because I hate that.
Yeah.
Um, but like moving everything in and like kind of getting settled in, I'm a little nervous for because I'm like the plan is to move pretty much all of my stuff in on a Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and then you and I have Hamilton.
Yep.
And so my thought was like I should go to yours in the morning, bring the dogs
Yep.
at yours, and then you and I can go pick up a U-Haul or something.
That's probably a good idea.
So then we'll have like a U-Haul and then Patrick's truck.
Yeah.
So we can load everything up and hopefully just do one trip.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Um,
Have you texted Corey yet?
oh no, I have not.
Probably should.
I need to like make a little group chat and be like, all right, moving crew.
Yeah. Yep. Nick apparently feels really bad that they're going to be out of town that weekend. So he was like, let me know literally anything she needs. I'll get it for her. And I was like, well, she's going to need a fridge.
He's like, not that anything.
He was
I
like,
I'll have
well, I can help her get the fridge up the stairs.
the next weekend, maybe they're like, because I don't need to move out of this place that quickly.
Yeah,
So, I mean, knowing me, I'll probably have everything packed anyway, but
I think so.
because that's
Anyway,
usually anyway,
we
yeah.
are out of time. Everyone stay tuned for the moving saga. And that will be the end of this episode. I'm Allison Clay.
And I'm Siri Harkins.
And we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly.